I'm Gloria Strode and welcome to Straightforward. Today I have some very special friends, Deven Bhatt and Allen Shirley from Zeal in Uptown Columbus. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
I am so excited. You have one of my most favorite places, the cheesecake, which I don't need since I'm sitting here complaining about the way I look on camera. But the food is just exceptional and your story is just so intriguing. You all actually went from being boys to men to businessmen. So share with our audience when and how you met.
Yeah, that's correct. You hit it right on the head. We actually met in high school when my parents moved to Eufaula. I was in 10th grade, he was in 9th, and we had a class together. And it's just developed a great friendship over time that's turned into brotherhood. So
yeah, isn't that strange? And so you were saying you actually was bumming a ride.
Yeah, that's right. I remember it was an afternoon after football practice, and Deven, I asked him for a ride home because we were friends from class, and he hasn't been able to get rid of me since then.
He's been stuck with you.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and so your relationship grew, and then you all went on over to Auburn.
That's right. We were roommates in college for a while.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yes.
Okay, so for all of the Auburn fans, that means they're going to have to come over and make sure that they spend some time at Zeal.
That's right.
Yes,
and support you all and check out the great food.
That's right.
Okay, and so you've gone on, and of course now you're a dad.
That's right.
You're a husband.
I have 2 kids, 5-year-old, 2-year-old.
And a wife.
That's right.
And a wife. Right. So you all truly went from being boys to men to businessmen.
And my wife might argue with you about me being a man here.
Well, as a wife, sometimes, we're not really sure if that's an extra kid. Or
That's right. I'm like the third kid.
Yeah, some days that it might be that way, but I'm sure she's very proud of what you all are doing. And so how did we get to Zeal?
Well, we've kind of, even back in college and after getting out of college, we've always discussed doing something together. And
in business?
Yes, in business. And Alan's always had the talent of, working up something great in the kitchen or on the grill. And he's always been working on his craft. So over time, we tried some different things out. But at this moment, it just felt like the right opportunity. And everything seemed to be in place. So it was time for Zeal.
So how did we get the name Zeal? What is it? Is it something that triggered that, or you wanted it to identify? How did we come up with that?
I think the biggest thing is with cooking, and you always want to do everything with passion, and so that's Zeal right from the start. Everything here we do with passion. So
and it's because you do it with passion.
Exactly.
And that's how you came up with Zeal.
Exactly.
Okay. And so all of these great recipes, I've been there. Haven't had that buttercream cheesecake.
Yeah, we had a brown sugar and butter cheesecake.
I never got that one, but I did have the lemon ice box and some other stuff, which I have to admit that and then not worry about how I look on camera because it's all very good.
Yeah.
So those are all of your recipes.
Well, it's things that I've picked up. I've been in the industry for about 15 years. It starts, I guess, when you're a kid in your mother's kitchen. My mom would always make, kind of like casseroles and stuff during the week. But my dad had a real flair for cooking too, and he would cook, very, unique things like Chinese stir fry on the weekends and stuff. So
really,
it just kind of grew from there. And
so you grew up in a house with good cooks.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
And so that's how you became the great chef.
Exactly.
Because you saw the two of them, which kind of had different cooking.
And my sister, she's a great cook too as well.
Really?
So, yep. We just, if you can't tell,
I'm not that great of a cook, but what can I say about me? But you have to have passion.
That's right. That's right.
And every dish has your extra love, attention, and that kind of thing, which is what people really want now.
Exactly.
We eat out a lot, and we go to a lot of the commercial chain places, and it's just not worth the money.
Yes.
Some of them are actually microwaving the entrees. Can you believe that?
Oh, I know.
No, really, it's some national chains, and you know it's microwave.
A lot of people call it thaw and gnaw.
So that is common in a lot of the restaurants.
It's all about trying to be profitable, I think, and sometimes, maximizing your profit isn't always what's best for your business.
Right.
So with our meals, we create every meal from scratch. We make our own pasta, make our own desserts and everything.
So you're making pasta?
Yes, handmade pasta. That's
Really?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so how is that? Is that something you're doing? You do it every week for whatever?
No, I can do it pretty much daily. So we try and keep all of our ingredients fresh, and it's just about getting in there and doing the work.
So every dish is personal.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right. Now, my husband's favorite is the coffee rubbed pork chops.
That's right.
And is that your creation, or is something you
well,
made yours?
one of the previous restaurants I worked at was Cafe 123 in Opelika, and they have a brown sugar rubbed ribeye on their menu, and the coffee rub is just something that I've kind of everything in cooking's already been done. You're just trying to add your unique,
little flair,
exactly to it, and so.
But why coffee? Because everybody is so into the Starbucks world, or
some of my favorite flavor combinations are like sweet and spicy, or anything that contrasts sweet and something. So we have like a brown chutney. It's made out of dates. It goes on some of our other menu items, and so. It's a little sweet, and I like to balance, sweet against bitter, and with that coffee rub on there.
Mixing all of those flavors, like
exactly.
we see with Master Chef and Top Chef.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm just trying to, bring a balanced array of flavors to your palate.
So that's the thing that I learned at the event.
Yes.
You had an event, and we came to the ballroom, but then after we came downstairs to Zeal, which Zeal is located at the Howard Johnson on Veterans. Correct. And so I was so impressed, because the only time I had dates was in trail mix. I mean, this is a cultural difference. I'm a Southerner, and we like fried, hot sauce, all that stuff. But then whatever we were dipping, it was a dipping sauce.
Yes.
And you said, wow, I was like, wow, this is really good. And you were like, that's dates. And I was like, okay, so this is something that's good.
Yes.
It's good for me.
Definitely, yeah. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to introduce different flavors. So we also have other international items that Alan's done a great job incorporating some Southern ingredients. For instance, we have the black eyed pea hummus. So instead of regular hummus, we make it with black eyed peas.
Because usually it's with chickpeas or something, right?
Yes, they're arranged any different types of peas, and so a lot of what we're doing at Zeal is we're bringing lots of other cultures from around the world and trying to add like a Southern twist on it.
Okay.
So I've worked a lot with his mother, and she's given me a lot of the
Really?
Go ahead.
Yeah, the date chutney, those are Indian chutneys, so they kind of complement Indian foods with different, whether you like spiciness or would you like to add more sweetness to it. So the date chutney, the dipping sauce is where that derives from.
Right, so that's how we had all those little special sauces.
That's right.
Okay, what we're going to do is go to our first break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
All right.
All right. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by Chalk by Quincy introduces Excellence Redefined. Timepieces of the finest technology, luxury, and class with tons of style at chalklifestyle.com. Renal Associates, LLC, a team of physicians dedicated to excellent kidney care with 5 convenient locations to serve you. Stark Avenue, Columbus, Bradley Park, Columbus, Lafayette Parkway, LaGrange, East Burkhalter Avenue, Buena Vista, and Springs Street in Warm Springs. Thai Cuisine, the area's only authentic Thai restaurant. Open for lunch and dinner, Monday through Saturday, located in the Village Green Shopping Center on the 280 bypass in Phoenix City.
Walmart's reason for supporting Thurgood Marshall College Fund is simple. We like to win. And we have been given a lot of exposure to some incredible talent. And we also believe that it's a part of our responsibility to the community to give back. This is a great opportunity to do both. It's been a wonderful experience for us through the years. We've appreciated our partnership. We believe in return on investment, and we have definitely had a remarkable return.
And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing my conversation with my great friends, Allen Shirley, the chef at Zeal, and Deven Bhatt, the general manager at Zeal. So your mom, I know your parents are great. You know, I've met them, and that's probably why you all have such a great friendship. You have great parents. So your mom has actually been helping the chef with coming up with some new ideas, taking some of the spices and some of the cultural things and blending it with some of his family.
Yes, definitely. She has a great bit of influence on some of the menu items. Definitely, like I mentioned, the chutneys earlier. And then we have the Indian appetizer, samosas. It's very popular. So
that's what we were having, those samosas, and I could just eat a lot of those. Yes.
So it's one of the vegetarian items. It's just basically fritters stuffed with vegetables like potatoes, peas, and carrots.
So I'm glad you said that. The vegetarian items, you do have those.
Yes, we definitely have those.
And you have the best filet mignon. I mean, it's just really, and I'm really not a meat person. I'm a starch person. But when my husband and my friend, we came over for dinner, she is a meat person, and so it was just perfect. I'm the person that wants everything well done, which the chef probably hates that.
Oh, no, that's fine.
But I'm not really the meat person, but the potatoes and all of the spices that you use on that, I could just come there and eat that every day. Right. So we have what we have for the people that are carnivorous, and then we have something for the vegetarians.
Yes, we definitely do. And we have plenty of vegetarian options for our starters as well as entrees. So Alan does a great job with pastas as well, and we have some gluten-free items as well. So we try to appeal to just about anybody that can come in and sit down and pick one or two items off our menu and be comfortable with it.
I think our menu is pretty unique in that, you know, like I said, we're bringing a lot of world cultures together and putting a Southern twist on it. And really, we're just, I think comfort food is universal across all cultures.
It really is.
So we're just kind of, you know, making a combination of that and hoping that, you know, people enjoy it. So
And so for you do catering and on and off site. Right. So when you cater on site, you're using the upstairs ballroom.
Correct.
Because we attended an event there. But if people want private parties, then how does that work? Do they call you, get on the calendar, book it far out in advance? How does that work, Deven?
Yeah, definitely. You know, just give us a call or email us. They can even check us out on our website. We have all our contact information there. We have a website. It's zealcolumbusga.com. And we're also on all those social media platforms as well, Facebook, Instagram. So Facebook page is the same as well as Zeal Columbus GA. Right.
So if there are retirement parties, if there are bridal showers, I don't know if we want to do the bachelor party. That might be a little too much, but we probably could do those upstairs in the ballroom.
Yes, and office luncheons as well.
Yeah, office luncheons as well. So how do we reserve the restaurant? And I know someone asked you about that. Because I know you're open for dinner now, but you will be opening for lunch here in the near future. So will it have to be during the hours or after the hours? It depends on the number of people, because it has to be worth your time to even do it. It can't be me and somebody else. But if it's like, say, a real estate group and they have like 20 people and they want to do something, because it's so intimate and it feels so comfortable and cozy. You know, it's not so like you're being morphed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The environment is very intimate.
Yes, so and that was our goal. I'm glad you were receiving it that way, because that was our goal, to create something that was comforting and inviting. And we have limited space to work with, but it worked out well. So
right. Because people can always go to the big chain places and then it's 500 people. But if you have that 20 group of, you know, real estate people or medical staff, then like we came in, then we could just come. So as long as that's booked in advance, you can do that.
Yes, exactly. And like I said, you know, it all depends on the dates and things like that, but we'd be glad to accommodate any parties for private events. So.
Okay. So what have you learned? Having a business is like having another wife. You know, and no, it really is. It's like having another child.
Yes.
I know you all just traveled to the Northeast to a very fabulous wedding, and of course you all were there hanging out with the folks, and wasn't sure if he was getting married, but then he was quick to tell me that Zeal was his wife at this
That's
time.
Yeah, that's our baby.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much,
the
so.
baby. Yeah.
I think with anything, you have to come at it with patience, and take anything worth doing is going to take some hard work. So I think that's just been the biggest thing is trying to.
And it won't be
it.
overnight success.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
few people have overnight success.
That's right.
It's something that you just got to keep grinding it out daily.
Exactly.
So what about those days when you've worked very hard the night before? The motivation to get up the next day and do it all over again, because as you know, a lot of businesses fail because people don't really understand what it takes to be successful in business. So how are you pushing each other?
Yeah, we actually, we're always, right beside each other no matter what. So, and that's the great aspect about being in this business together. So we already know each other. We know each other well, where we can work well with each other. And no matter the circumstances, we always grind it out, like you said. And it's.
But that doesn't mean you're going to always agree.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
And see, you've been friends a long time, and I think sometimes people get confused with just because we're friends, we're going to agree on everything, and that might not necessarily be the case.
Exactly.
Because you might have a different view and an understanding, because he's not the chef, you are, and he might not need to buy 2,000 T-bone steaks.
Exactly.
He might just need to get 20. But you have to be able to have those kinds, just, making a joke out of it, kinds of conversations, and then it's not personal. You got to move past that.
Yeah, one of the things that's lucky about our relationship is we just complement each other very well. So, with that, it's more about luck than anything, but we really just do complement each other well. And like you said earlier, we both have good families that we've come from and that we lean back on. So
and a great support
great,
system.
exactly.
And that is so important.
Exactly.
And when it's a long, hard day, you got family there that's standing in your corner and they're there to cheer you on.
That's right.
And then, of course, you all are where he's falling down, you pick him up, and that's what it's about.
That's right.
What we're going to do is take our final break, go to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. All right. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by Warrior Outreach. Contact Command Sergeant Major Retired Sam Rhodes or Kathy Rhodes. Freedom Printing for all of your designer printing needs. Gunboat Plaza, Suite 18. Zeal in Uptown Columbus, where you can enjoy an intimate dinner atmosphere and every entree is chef-inspired with passion. Dinner is served Monday through Saturday, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Howard Johnson Hotel, 1011 Veterans Parkway, Columbus. For an international dinner experience you will never forget. Zeal in Uptown Columbus. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided. A touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road. Trusted by generations. Best Care, transforming minds and bodies, leading the way in the latest techniques of medical weight loss and wellness. Certified in family medicine and bariatrics, Dr. Blunt is ready to assist in the transformation of your mind and body. Call today, 706-221-6477, or visit bestcarecolumbus.com. East Alabama Endocrinology, educating and caring for those living with diabetes in Alabama and Georgia. 1400 Bradley Lake Boulevard, 3320 Skyway Drive, Suite 602, Opelika. Take charge of diabetes and live your best life. And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing my conversation with my friends Alan and Deven from Zeal in Uptown Columbus. Well, you all, the interior, whose idea was that? We took a picture of the bar, and of course we use that in your advertisement, and that thing just came out phenomenal. The picture that you had and against the rich wood and the glass. Did you all collaborate on that, or you just got a magazine and say, this is what we're gonna do?
Yeah, we actually took our time with it, just because the place had to be renovated. It was just sitting idle for a year or so. So over time, it had a very old antique decor to it. So we kind of, took our time with it, let it come to us, and once we felt like, hey, we tried to different color schemes, and we wanted to do something sober as well as, you know, exciting. So we worked on it together over time, and it kind of just came to us. So
Yeah,
It was a creative collaboration, but I'd have to give credit to Deven. I mean, he was really the leader on it, and it was.
and just the wood tones are very rich.
Exactly.
You know, just the decor in itself. It's a
Yes.
very quiet, elegant, strong kind of, but not overwhelming like you're at a country club, you know,
Yes.
where you think you got to dress up. But it's very
exactly, and
trendy.
that's
Yeah.
our goal was to just keep most of the natural elements and earth tones to it. So in that way, and that kind of goes with the name and the whole concept of it. As far as his food and the menu, everything that we try to do is it's just natural and
natural.
fits well together. Yes.
Yeah.
So the experience for any customer or guest would be something unique
Yeah,
and natural.
and it's affordable. That's the thing. I would probably eat there more, but then you see how I stress about how I look after I've eaten all of that. But it's very affordable. Even your filet mignon, and you have the asparagus and all of that. And of course, people are looking at the pictures because we, you know, are showing those as we're talking.
Yes.
But
Yeah, we try and bring a fine dining atmosphere to it, but without, you know, we don't have white tablecloths or anything like that. You know, we're just trying to bring that kind of appeal to the masses for people, so that
more people can afford it.
exactly
Because
exactly.
a lot of families are young and working and career with kids. They can't afford to spend,
Yes.
you know, $300 just to have a nice meal out.
Exactly.
But your filet mignon, it can't be touched. And I mean, I'm not a meat
I appreciate
person.
it.
No, but really. And some places you go to, it's $120
Yes.
just to get that quality of entree. And then, of course, you're doing all of your extra special things, and that's stuff you learned over the 15 years.
Yes.
Yeah, so you worked as a chef in other.
This is my second time running a kitchen. This is first time, you know, being a business partner with Deven. So it's just you know, little things that I picked up since I was, you know, my first job was in a barbecue place in Eufaula, Alabama. And
Really? So that's where your family is from.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Auburn, but raised in Eufaula my whole life, and
So you grew up around food.
exactly.
You're a
Yep.
true Southerner.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
After church on Sundays, my mother would always have a big Sunday lunch for us. So it's you know, starting with that, and then working into, you know, 15 years in the industry, and just it's things
So
that you
you've
pick
just
up
kind
along
of
the way.
taken the things along the way, and I think that's what I want you to tell the young people, because you all were boys to men to
Yes.
businessmen together. All the things that you learn along the way is helping you
Exactly.
to prepare for where you're really
Exactly.
going. So if this job is not the one you really like, don't, you know, you really care for it, it's okay. Just learn what you can, take it to the
Anything,
next
yeah,
one.
that's right. Anything in life, you know, you can always learn something from it. So I've learned a lot from Deven, you know, over the years, and
So you're more on the business side.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and just like him, you know, I've always been around my dad, my uncles, and they've been molding me as far as, you know.
Working in the family
Yes,
business.
exactly.
Right.
And trying to, now we want to do this venture on our own. We felt like we were ready after all the experiences we've had ourselves. So that to us.
So you pretty had on-the-job training with family and other jobs
Yes.
before you went and launched this.
Exactly.
Because sometimes people think because it's a great idea, they can just do it and it's going to work. But you all had a lot of preparation.
Yes.
Yes.
In
And,
addition to.
Yeah, so that experience to us is the biggest teacher, and along with that and the passion that we have, you know, we feel very confident with what we're doing. So it's just a matter of time and opportunity, and I feel like it all came together with Zeal.
Okay, and so you were both Auburn people. Of course, I'm from the Albany State University, but you know we won't hold that against you. But are you all planning to do something during football season? Because you know you all are known for the best tailgating. They actually had it on TV before.
Yes.
So are you all planning on doing something during the football season since you are Auburn people, or have you even gotten that far yet?
Well, yeah, we definitely will be doing something special for different game days, you know, just depending on the games. Would like to do something for football season as well. As soon as we have a plan in place, we'll be posting our updates on our website as well as the Facebook page. But the next big thing that we're gearing towards is lunch. So
Okay, so we're
yeah,
going to start.
we've had a
opening
few viewing parties for the Columbus Lions here in town. you know, we have 2 TVs in our dining area, so you know, like I
So-
said, we don't try and make it like a stuffy atmosphere. You know, it's very
It's
loose, very
laid back,
casual.
Yes.
very
Yes.
laid
Very
back,
casual.
very nice, intimate, quality food, great staff, you know, and they could come and watch the game.
Exactly.
Just chill out, and very convenient. It's on veterans.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're probably getting a lot of the young soldiers when they get a break for the weekend and
Yes.
want to come and, you know, and just kind of chill and relax.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm expecting great things. You know, I'm one of your biggest cheerleaders. I believe
we
in what
appreciate
you're
it. We
doing.
appreciate it.
I want to make sure that the community know that
Yes.
you're there. We need to get you out in the fall. There will be a lot of football games. There are 2 big classics.
Yes.
In Columbus, and then now we have one on the Phoenix City side.
That's right.
Which is a big classic weekend. And so the more people, because those football games bring a lot of people and money
That's
into
right.
town.
Yes.
And those that are going down to the Civic Center and the the stadium have to pass right by you. All
That's
the
right.
traffic will be backed up. Going to the Tuskegee Morehouse
Yes.
and the Albany State
Fountain
Fort Valley
City
game, Fountain City
Classic,
Classic.
yep.
So they're going to be passing you. And so we got to make sure that we get you involved in some things so they know not only is the hotel there, but Zeal is there as well.
That's right.
Yes.
So after they leave the game, hang out and everything, they can stay at the hotel, they can hang out at Zeal.
Exactly.
They want to have an after party, they can have it upstairs
Yep.
in the ballroom. So for my nephew like Travis,
That's
with
right.
all the Q dogs, he's an Omega.
Yes.
That's his fraternity and some of the others. And I mean, you can't
Yeah.
beat that because
That's
it's
right.
very close to
And,
the stadium.
Yeah, and we actually done tailgate events in the past. So you know, any sort of event, we'd be glad to accommodate. Not only at Zeal, but also at the meeting in banquet room facilities at the Howard Johnson. so.
Okay, and so the best number for them to call you, is it at the hotel or just
Yes,
at the restaurant?
for the meeting room and the banquet room facilities, you can reach Howard Johnson at 706-322-6641.
Okay.
And the restaurant number is 706-940-0020.
Okay. Well, I'm very excited. I mean, anytime that you can take old friends and they can move from being kids into business people, I think that's special. Some folks go through life and never have,
That's right.
you know, a good friend. And so I think that this relationship has been blessed.
Yes.
I
We
think
have,
you're going
we
to be
have.
very successful. And now that I have you on camera, I have a seat on the private jet.
That's right. That's
Get the
right.
private
Well,
jet.
That's right.
Right.
Definitely.
So I'm expecting great things. You all do an awesome job, and
We appreciate
Yes.
Gloria.
Well, yeah, I would like to personally thank you. You've been our biggest supporter and our #1 fan since day one, since you first came in, and our heartily thanks to you.
well, I thank you so much for your friendship and your support, and we're going to get the word out, and Zeal will be the talk of the town.
Thank you.
All
Thanks a lot.
right. Okay. This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.